is one of the most interesting topic in climatology. Cyclone produce not the interest among the climatologists, but cyclone also incited or ignited the mind of the common man also, because it has the larger implications as one of the extreme weather events that produce the hazardous situations or become disasters in the man-nature relationship, and that cause danger in the areas of their flow or the blow. Then what is cyclone? Have you ever heard that this type of the extreme weather events? या अभी आपने ये देखा किसी न्यूज़पेपर में आजकल कोई साइक्लोन आया था?
Yes, sir.
What was the name of that cyclone? That in Gati. क्या निवार?
Yes, sir. Nivar.
Okay. In that sequence, as a student of climatology, we must aware about these extreme weather events, and that is known as the cyclone, what it is, how the cyclone is formed, how many cyclone is there, what are the wind system in the cyclone, and how this cyclone produce the danger or the hazardous situation over the earth's surface. Let us discuss about the cyclone. Cyclone is nothing but it is a low pressure system. Cyclone is the low pressure areas or the low pressure system which is surrounded by the high pressure areas around it, and wind start moving from the outward side, from the outer margin towards the low pressure system in the center in the anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Let us understand with the diagram. I have told that cyclone is a low pressure system in the center, and there is the high pressure system in the outer margin. There is the high pressure system in the outer margin. Here we can say there is the high pressure, and there is very low pressures located in the center of the cyclone. If there is the 1008 millibar, then here there is the 1010 millibar, and here there is the 1012 millibar pressure. You can understand that in cyclone, the center occupies by the low pressure, and the pressure increases if we move from center towards the outer margin. There is low pressure system in the center, and pressure is increased if we are moving from the center towards the outer margin, and there is the high pressure system in the outer margin, and the wind start moving in a anti-clockwise directions towards the center. Then this type of the circular motion of the atmosphere, circular motion of the wind from outer margin towards the center, that is the occupied by the low pressure system in the center, and high pressure system in the outer margin, and wind starts moving in the anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere, and that is called as the cyclone. Agar if anyone asked you about what is the meaning of cyclone, then you have to say that cyclone is the low pressure system which is created through the help of closed isobars, where the low pressure areas are in the center and the high pressure areas are in the outer margin, and wind start moving from the outer margin towards the center in the circular direction, and that causes for the circulation of the and the closed closed circulation of the wind from outer margin toward the center, and it blows in the anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. तो साइक्लोन में जो विंड का मूवमेंट है ये एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में है, घड़ी की सुई के विपरीत डायरेक्शन में ये मूव कर रही है, और ये आउटर मार्जिन से सेंटर की ओर मूव करती है। नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर में विंड का मूवमेंट एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है, लेकिन सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में विंड का मूवमेंट क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में होता है। जनरली दिस साइक्लोन आर हैविंग वेरियस शेप, समटाइम इट इज सर्कुलर। द शेप ऑफ द साइक्लोन sometimes it is circular, sometimes it is elliptical, sometimes it is V-shaped, so there are various shape of the cyclone. It might be in the circular shape, sometimes it is semicircular shape, or sometimes it is in the V shape, elliptical shape. There are various shape and sizes of the cyclone and its structure. Then we have to see that how many types of cyclone is recorded in general. Generally, there are the two types of cyclone. First is temperate cyclone. On the basis of the location, cyclone is classified into two types. First is temperate cyclone, and generally this temperate cyclone is such type of cyclone that is formed in the latitudes from 35° to 65° latitudes in both the hemispheres. It is produced in the temperate region of the globe. That's why this type of cyclone is called as temperate cyclone. There are the other name of this cyclone also, such as wave cyclone. This cyclone is also called as wave cyclone. Someone may also called is extra tropical cyclone. Extra tropical cyclone, and another name is depressions. Some may also called is as a depression. Depression of not the psychological depression, but it is called as the depression also. Because of the very low pressure system, very low pressure in the center and the high pressure in the outer margin, there is the closed isobar that is decreasing in order from the outer margin towards the center margin. Low pressure in the center and the high pressure system in the outer margin, the wind start moving from outer margin toward the center, and that's why there is the very depressed areas in the center. That's why this cyclone is also termed as the depressions, or some way also called as only lows. So there are various names of the single cyclone, that is the extratropical cyclone or the temperate cyclone. Another type of cyclone on the basis of location is classified into tropical cyclone. That is also called as only cyclone. Then we have to discuss about the temperate cyclone first. सबसे पहले हम लोग ये डिस्कस करेंगे कि टेम्परेट साइक्लोन होता क्या है. टेम्परेट साइक्लोन let us discuss about the temperate cyclone. Temperate cyclone is the low pressure system that is found in the areas of the temperate latitude, that is the areas of 35° to 65° latitudes in both the hemispheres. It is not only observed in the northern hemisphere, but it is also observed in the southern hemisphere also. So temperate cyclone is such type of the cyclone or the low pressure system which is being produced or created in the areas of the temperate latitudes, that is between the latitude of 35° to 65° latitude in the north as well as in the southern hemisphere. And this latitude is related with the formation of the fronts also, because of the convergence of the two different and contrasting air masses near to the subpolar low pressure belt areas. We see the one air mass that is coming from the source region of the polar areas, that is very colder, highly dense, and the weight of that air mass is more, but the moisture is very low. On the other hand, another air mass that is coming from the subtropical high pressure belt, that is coming from the source region of the tropical areas. That's why these air masses are warm, having the low weight, low density, but the more moisture is recorded in these air masses. When the convergence of the two different air masses are recorded over the subpolar low pressure system, subpolar low pressure areas, that convergence of the atmospheric masses or the air masses formed and create the fronts over the areas of their convergence. And this temperate cyclone is associated with the front formations. This temperate cyclone is associated with the front formations, and that is known as the polar front, and that is created because of the convergence of two different and opposing air masses with each other. Then, however, this type of cyclone is created with the dynamic reason because of the wind movement, but sometimes it is also being said that temperate cyclone is also associated, few temperate cyclone is also associated with the thermal region also because of the excessively low temperature, because of the excessively high temperature, the oceanic areas and the temperature over the continental areas varies. There are the low pressure in the summer season. There is the very low temperature in the areas of the land, and wind start moving towards the land areas from ocean towards the land. In the winter season, there is the low temperature at oceanic areas of the temperate latitudes, and wind start moving from land towards the oceans for the fulfilling of the low pressure areas created over the warm oceanic surfaces. So that is local in nature. But the frontal cause and the dynamic forces, region of the fronts, are more important in creation of the cyclone in the temperate latitudes. Let us discuss about the size and the velocity of the temperate cyclones in their areas. I have told that this temperate cyclone is specifically in various shape. That may be circular, it is semicircular, elliptical, elongated और V shape. शेप में क्या क्या मैंने बताया? ये सर्कुलर शेप में हो सकता है, elongated शेप में भी है, elliptical शेप में है, V शेप में है, या सेमी सर्कुलर शेप में हो सकता है. No cyclone, no temperate cyclone and their occurrences are similar with the another one. हम ये नहीं कह सकते हैं कि अभी जो टेम्परेट साइक्लोन अभी जो हुआ या ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन जो अभी आए वो नेक्स्ट जो ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन होगा या टेम्परेट साइक्लोन जो आएंगे वैसे ही होगा. तो ये आइडेंटिकल नहीं हो सकता, वेरिएशंस हो सकते हैं. लेकिन एक चीज सब में कॉमन है कि लो प्रेशर इन द सेंटर and the high pressure areas are in the outer margin. There is the closed isobars and pressure decreases from the outer margin towards the center. Or in other words, you can say that pressure increases with the center towards the outer margin. And sometimes there are the variations of the 10 to 20 millibar of the pressure from center towards the outer margin. अगर कहीं पे 1000 मिलीबार है सेंटर में, तो आउटर मार्जिन में जाते जाते ये 1020 मिलीबार का प्रेशर हो जाता है और विंड आउटर मार्जिन एरिया से सेंटर की ओर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में सेंटर की ओर मूव करती है नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर में, और क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में आप विंड मूव करता है आउटर मार्जिन से सेंटर की ओर. Because of the Coriolis effect, the wind moves in the anti-clockwise direction in the cyclone in the northern hemisphere and clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Sometimes the pressure variations are about 35 millibar, and the areas, the diameter, average large diameter of the temperate cyclone is about 1900 kilometers. The area occupied by the temperate cyclone is very larger in compared to the areas occupied by the tropical cyclone. The areas that is occupied by the temperate cyclone is somehow it covers about the 1900 kilometer as its diameter. However, it varies from 150 to 3000 kilometer of the diameter. Its diameter varies from 150 to 3000 kilometer. Sometimes the area occupied or covered by temperate cyclone reaches to the 10,000 square kilometer. Yes. कभी कभी इसका एरिया जो है 10,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर भी ये कवर कर लेता है. यस. कैसे कैलकुलेट होता होगा? जी 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 जी. ये आपका अलग अलग फेज में जैसे आपका जो मैच्योर जो अवस्था है टेम्परेट साइक्लोन का, उस अवस्था में इसका हम देखते हैं कि ये विंड की मूवमेंट के ऊपर, कहाँ से विंड जो है मूव कर रहे हैं सेंटर की ओर, उससे जो है ये डिपेंड करता है विंड वेलोसिटी. इट कवर्स इन कैलकुलेशन ऑफ द एरियाज और डायमेंशंस. वी कवर द वेदर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स दैट इज produced by the temperate cyclone as well as the wind motions, wind velocity, from where the and isobar generations, कहाँ कहाँ से प्रेशर वेरिएशंस है और इसका फ्रिंज कहाँ से कहाँ तक है, कहाँ से विंड जो है सेंटर की ओर मूव कर रही है, and through which we calculate the areas of the temperate cyclone. Getting the point? So that is the horizontal areas that is covered by the temperate cyclone. Then the vertical extent of this temperate cyclone is about 10 to 12 kilometer, and the velocity of the wind varies from 32 kilometer per hour to 48 kilometer per hour. In the temperate cyclone, the average velocity in temperate cyclone, the average velocity of the wind is about 32 kilometer per hour to 48 kilometer per hour. Temperate cyclone is associated with the fronts like the warm fronts, cold fronts, warm sector, cold sectors. That's why the weather is not uniform in whole the cyclonic areas. It depends upon the observer point which areas of the cyclone or the temperate cyclone is experienced by the observers, whether it is facing to the facing to the areas of the warm front, or facing to the areas of the warm sector, or facing to the areas of the cold sectors or the cold front. Let us discuss about the weather conditions that is associated with the temperate cyclone. Yes. Tropical cyclone. Yes, yes. The velocity of the wind is not very high, but the area covers or the area covered by the temperate cyclone is very, very high. The diameter and the range of the areas that is covered by the temperate cyclone is very high. That is larger area that is occupied by the temperate cyclone, but the velocity or the wind velocity is low in compared to the tropical cyclone. In tropical cyclone, the velocity of the wind is very high, but the area occupied by the the area occupied by the tropical cyclone is lower in compared to the area occupied by the temperate cyclone. That's why it is destructive, but not as in compared to the tropical cyclone. ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन एरिया कम कवर करता है, कोस्टल एरियाज तक ही महदूद रहता है, बहुत अंदर इनलैंड इसका मूवमेंट नहीं है, लेकिन डेंजरस जो है ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन बहुत होता है क्योंकि इसकी वेलोसिटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है. ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन में अलग अलग वी कैन नॉट एक्सपीरियंस द मच वेदर वेरिएशंस इन द ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन. There is the uniform weather characteristics, and that is restricted to the areas of their occurrence. But in temperate cyclone, the weather characteristics varies at the arrival of cyclone, at the arrival of the passing through of the warm front, or the passing through the warm sectors, or the passing through to the cold front or the cold sector. Because temperate cyclone is associated with the formation of fronts, that's why the areas experience to the different weather characteristics in the temperate cyclone. Let us discuss about the weather conditions that is associated with the temperate cyclone. Yes,
Sir,
yes,
sir, the in the northern hemisphere, the winds tend to turn to the right due to Coriolis effect, sir. Sir,
yes.
then the movement of the cyclone should be clockwise, sir.
No, it is anti-clockwise. Right hand side, when there is the circulatory movement in the wind movement, and generally with the effect of the westerlies, that is warm wind as well as the more moisture and the more temperature, lighter weight. With the effect of westerlies, this temperate cyclone appears to be moving towards the eastern directions. That moves from west to the east. Westerlies wind moves from west to the east. That's why the temperate cyclone also moves in the easterly directions. But the direction of the wind movement is not uniform in all the phases of its formation. Sometimes it moves in the north and the northeasterly, and it bends towards the south and the southeasterly. And later on, it moves in the southwestern directions. But in terms of the cyclone movement, when the question will be asked about what is the wind movement or the wind system in the temperate cyclone, then you have to answer that it is anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere, because it converges by the two air masses. Two wind circulation is there. One is coming from the polar easterlies wind, and another one is the westerlies wind that is going from subtropical high towards the subpolar low, and another one is coming from the polar high towards the subpolar low pressure band. लेकिन जब दो तरह से विंड आ रही है, एक तो ईस्टर्ली विंड है और दूसरा जो है आपका वेस्टर्ली विंड. The westerly wind here more dominating in the tropical cyclone. It is the first wind that the warm air masses first try to converge and enters into the cold air masses, and it moves in the directions of the anti-clockwise directions, and that wind is coming from the polar easterlies wind. It is coming from the eastern directions, but its circulation when they meets to each other, that is the sloping boundary. When this convergence occurred, then the convergence is at in the shape of the slope. ये आपका जो जा रही है, ये ऐसे in the cyclone, first front is formed. That is the sloping boundary. This is the warm air masses, and another one is the cold air masses. It is coming from the west towards the east directions, and this is coming from west to east, and it is going to the east towards the west. Then they converge with each other. Then it enters first and overshadowed it. ये पहले वार्म एयर मासेस इंटर होके इसको ओवरशैडोड कर रही है और ये डिस्प्लेस हो जाते हैं. It moves in the another directions. Then it start later on it bend. उसके बाद ये मुड़ते हुए आपका एंटी क्लॉकवाइज में फॉर्मेशंस में आपको मूव करने लगते हैं. The wind circulation in the cyclone is it shaped into the circular form. It is not in a horizontal form. When they meet to each other, then there is the zone that is the front is formed, and that is sloping in nature. And when it overshadowed to the cold air masses, its direction changes in the form of the northeast direction. Then it bends towards the southeasterly directions. then southwest, and the whole circulation is found in the anti-clockwise direction in this wind movement. ये बात समझ में आ रही है सूरज? Hello?
Sir, but isn't that clockwise, sir, from west to east and from like that, sir?
नहीं नहीं, ये क्लॉक एंटी क्लॉकवाइज होगा ना, ये ऐसे घूमेगा, ये जब यहाँ पे आएगा और ये आपका जो है ईस्ट है, तो ये ओवरशैडोड किया, लेकिन इसमें डायरेक्शन जो कोल्ड एयर मासेस है दैट विल बिकम मोर एक्टिव and it starts moving from in anti-clockwise direction. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hello. क्या चीज? लेटेस्ट, एंड मैं आपको वो बताता हूँ, ये साइक्लोन कैसे पैदा होता है, ये पहले मैं हम लोग देख लेते हैं कि what are the theories of the formation of this temperate cyclone. Let us discuss about the origin of temperate cyclone first, then you will learn about what is how this cyclone is formed. Origin of temperate cyclone. Actually, there is no a single theory or the common accepted theory or the model of the origin of the temperate cyclone. No one can say that how the temperate cyclone is really formed and comes into the circulatory directions. But the first attempt of the explanations of the temperate cyclone was from the scholar whose name is Fitzgerald. There was a scholar and his name was Fitzgerald, Fitzjory. Fitzgerald was the scholar in 1863. He has explained about the origin of the temperate cyclone or extratropical cyclone. Then Fitzgerald has given the first theory for the formation of the origin of the cyclone, and he was based upon their knowledge that when the two air masses converge with each other at the polar latitudes, then this type of the front is formed, and that causes for the formation of the temperate cyclone. He was very right in terms of his explanation about that, corresponds to the modern knowledge of the meteorology and the climatology in the field of cyclone formations. But later on, another scholar in 1887, there was another scholar and whose name was Abercrombie. Abercrombie. He has produced and written a book, and the name of that book is Weather. इन्होंने एक किताब लिखी, उस किताब का नाम था वेदर, और इस किताब में उन्होंने ये डिस्कस किया है कि टेम्परेट साइक्लोन कैसे बनता है. इस किताब में उन्होंने ये बताया कि there are the mathematical calculation, and he has given the mathematical model for the formation of the temperate cyclone. Then, however, the most important theory and the very important discussion that has been done by the scholars like the V. Burgess and the J. Burgess. V. Burgess and J. Burgess. These were the father and the son. In 1918, they have given their theory of the formation of the temperate cyclone, and this theory is largely known as polar front theory. Polar front theory. polar front theory of the formation of the temperate or the extratropical cyclone. And they have given the stages of the formation of there are the 6 stages in which the formation of the cyclone has been occurred. ये 6 स्टेज के बारे में इन्होंने बताया कि इन 6 स्टेजेस में आपके टेम्परेट साइक्लोन एक मैच्योर और डेथ अवस्था तक पहुंचता है. Let us discuss with the diagram how these stages are formed in terms of their formation of the cyclone. Stage A, you have to make the diagram. That is the cold air. And this one is the warm air. In first stage of the formation of polar front or the temperate cyclone, stationary front is formed. We see that there are the parallel wind movement of the cold air and the warm air masses, and no one is encroaching to the areas of another one. The stationary front is the first stage of the formation of the temperate cyclone, and we can see that the cold air masses that is coming from the east towards the west and warm air masses that is coming from west towards the east. There is the parallel wind movement and no one interfere in the areas of the each one. That's why this stationary front is the first stage of the formation of the temperate cyclone. Then let us discuss about the another stage, that is the stage B. ये ज्यादा फ्लोपी नहीं है अभी. We can see that in stage B, the cold air masses becomes active and it enters into the area of the warm air masses, and warm air masses is also become active and that try to encroach to the areas of the warm air masses. That is the warm front that is formed, and here we can see the cold front. These are the cold air and these are the warm air. Slowly stationary front was formed. Yes, sorry. हाँ, ये आपका जो है वार्म एयर ये मूव करता है आपके वार्म फ्रंट कोल्ड एरियाज की ओर, और ये जो फ्रंट है ये वार्म फ्रंट पहले बनता, उसके बाद से कोल्ड एयर दैट इनक्रॉच इनटू द एरियाज ऑफ द वार्म एयर एंड द कोल्ड फ्रंट इज फॉर्म. Here the slopy front is started to form in the formations of the B, and wind start moving in the directions of the anti-clockwise directions. Cold air become more active and aggressive, and that tries to encroach the area of the warm air masses, and warm air is pushed forward and it also inclined towards the areas of the cold air masses. Then the wind start moving in that directions. Then at stage 3, that is the stage C, that front further become more aggressive. This is the cold front, and this one is the warm front. And when warm air drastically moving in the areas of the cold air, and cold air start moving in the circular directions. Wind becomes in circular and it displaces to the warm air masses, and warm air masses slightly moves in the upward directions. Warm front becomes more slopey also, and cold front also becomes a very slopey areas. Both are going to be in touch with each other. दोनों एक दूसरे के समीप अब आना शुरू हो गए. कोल्ड एयर मासेस एक सर्कुलर डायरेक्शंस में वार्म एयर मासेस की ओर मूव करने लगा. यहाँ पे कोल्ड फ्रंट और ज्यादा स्लोपी आपके बनने शुरू हो गए, and it becomes more aggressive, and warm air is going to be uplifted in other directions. This is the third stage of the formation of the wind movement, of the formation of the temperate cyclone. Then let us discuss about the fourth stage, that is D. This is the complete mature stage of the formation of the cyclone, and we can see that the circular motion is going to be very stronger, and that is the mature phase of the cyclone formations. The warm air masses are because of its the very forceful extractions are there, and the cold air masses are completely encroached in the areas of the warm air masses. That is the warm front. That is the warm front. And this one is the cold front. This one is the warm front. कोल्ड फ्रंट बहुत तेजी के साथ जो है आपका और स्टीप होता चला गया, और लास्ट के जो दो स्टेज हैं, दैट इज द स्टेज ई एंड एफ, दैट इज द स्टेज ऑफ द ऑक्लूजन. और वहां पे विंड जो है बिल्कुल ही ये सरफेस पे कोल्ड एयर अब रह ही नहीं जाता, वार्म एयर बिल्कुल जो है की ओर आ गया. और बिल्कुल जो है ये सरफेस पे कोल्ड एयर ऑक्युपाई कर लेता है, इसलिए सरफेस पे कोल्ड एयर ही है और वार्म एयर कंप्लीटली अपलिफ्ट होके ऊपर चला जाता है. देन वी कैन सी इन द फिफ्थ स्टेज. You can see the warm front, and this one is the cold front. Cold air comes down and warm air becomes lighter and it moves in the upward directions. Cold air forcefully uplifted to the warm air, and at the last stage, the cold air is becomes horizontal and uplifted, and warm air is above and the colder air is below. लास्ट स्टेज में अगर हम देखें, फ्रंट जो है आपका ऐसे बना, दैट इज द कोल्ड एयर with the occlusion. Warm air is above, that is warm air, and the cold air is below, and the warm air is completely uplifted with the occlusion, and the cold air is located over the earth's surface, and warm air is above the areas. However, another stage of the frontolysis is also recorded when there is the, that is the last stage of the formation of the cyclone, and that is called as the frontolysis. The stage of frontolysis observed that the occlusion of the front is started and weather become clear and less precipitation, and as well as there is the front and the complete warm and the cold air masses, they are intermixed with each other, or their temperature is balanced. First there was the contrast temperature of the cold air masses are completely different to the warm air masses, and they are opposite to each other. But at the last stage, when the circular wind movement is being taken place, their temperature contrast, their humidity contrast, or the moisture contrast is less recorded, and the less cloud formation is recorded, and weather become clear, and as well as the velocity of the wind also become low, and this stage is called as the degeneration of the front or the decay of the front, and this stage is known as the stage of frontolysis. So there are the completely 6-7 stages that has been discussed by the scholars like the T. Bergeron. He's also dealt with that, but most importantly, the V. Bergens and the his son Jacob Bergens, that is J. Bergens, have important contribution in explanation of the temperate cyclone. In the next class, this theory of the stages of the front is known as the polar front theory, and you have to only make the diagram in the examination, and that diagram will be interpreted in each one, and then your answer will be complete. Yes. Uh, because of the larger wind velocity, wind weight, because of the larger weight of the cold air, as well as the velocity of the wind movement is also very high. The horizontal velocity, wind is known as the horizontal velocity, is high. That's why it becomes aggressive. However, it is dry or having more pressure, but the temperature is low. Vertical movement is not possible, but the horizontal wind movement is possible because of the more density, and it becomes aggressive and enters into the area. Sometimes it forcibly enters into the warm areas, and it try to displace to the warm air masses, and because of the low weight and the more kinetic energy of the warm air masses, it moves in upward directions, not the horizontal directions, and then it becomes above to the cold air masses during the formation. Yes. Any other question? Yeah, please ask. Yeah, tropical cyclone does not formed in the areas of the equator as per se. It formed before the 5 degree north and after the 5 degree south latitudes in both the hemispheres. Tropical cyclone required the certain northeast wind circulations and the high latent heat of condensation as a form of energy. In equator, there is the vertical, there is the horizontal complete movement of equatorial westerlies, and that does not bend. And the equator, we don't experience the such type of the tropical cyclone. But before equator, 5 degree north, say 20 degree, 25 degree south north तक, the 5 degree south से लेकर 25 degree south latitude तक tropical cyclone का observations देखने में आता है. जी. Sorry. Hmm. Uh, in deflection, we see the cold air masses experiences more, but the deflection of air is when they mix to each other, with a front is formed, then the whole front is bending. Getting the point? Front, their directions, their slope and their angle is bending. And the wind directions is not uniformly in a single directions. अभी ये आपका जैसे कभी कभी ये आपका शुरू में नॉर्थ ईस्ट की ओर मूव कर रहा है, फिर धीरे धीरे बेंड होके आपके साउथ ईस्ट की ओर आने लगते हैं, फिर साउथ वेस्ट की ओर हो जाता है, और लास्टली ये वेस्टर्नली डायरेक्शंस में विंड जो है मूव करना शुरू कर देते हैं. तो at each point the wind direction is different, but generally it is called as anti-clockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise direction in southern hemisphere in the cyclone, temperate cyclone easily, in tropical cyclone also. But in anticyclone it is opposite. In anticyclone, because of the divergence of the wind movement, wind moves from the center towards the outer margin. That's why there is the clockwise direction of the wind movement in anticyclone in northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. We will discuss it more in detail tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. कल हम लोग पढ़ेंगे ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन, फिर उसके बाद से एंटी साइक्लोन और कोपेंस क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ क्लाइमेट. हो सकता है कि एक दिन एक्स्ट्रा मैं लूं. ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? हाँ, टेम्परेट साइक्लोन आपका जो है जनरली विंटर सीजन में मोर प्रोमिनेंट है, और इसका खींचने का है इंसोलेशन पे भी डिपेंड करता है और कितने हद तक कूलिंग इफेक्ट है, टेम्परेचर का इफेक्ट है वो आपके जो है ट्रॉपिकल सी का, टेम्परेट साइक्लोन का. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्लास में और डिस्कस होगा. थैंक यू सो मच, ऑल द बेस्ट.